Well, crowds are gathering right now in downtown Austin in memory of Garrett Foster. Here's a live picture. Police say Foster was shot and killed during a Black Lives Matter protest last night. In a media briefing today, Austin Police Chief Brian Manley said based on witness reports, it all started when a driver started honking his horn as he was turning onto Congress Avenue from 4th Street. Manley said Foster, who was carrying an AK-47 type assault rifle, approached the car, and that's when he was shot multiple times.
As the crowd surrounds his vehicle and as some of the protesters are striking his vehicle, his account is that Mr. Foster pointed the weapon directly at him and he fired his handgun at Mr. Foster.
And Chief Manley says the suspect has been released pending further investigation. He says the Travis County Medical Examiner's Office will be conducting an autopsy to determine the official cause and the manner of death. Coming up at 10 o'clock, hear from attendees of tonight's vigil. Well, KXAN's Jacqueline Powell spoke with a protester who was at the deadly shooting and gives us perspective into what happened.
Family members and friends of Garrett Foster are sharing this GoFundMe page with a photo of him and his fiancée. They've identified Foster as the victim in Saturday's deadly shooting. James Sazanowski was a speaker at Saturday evening's protest and spoke with the couple. He says Foster was seen pushing his fiancée in her wheelchair during the protests most nights this summer.
Kind of hard to miss. Dude pushing a quadriplegic in a wheelchair with, I believe, an AK-47, some kind of large rifle on his body.
Sazanowski says he was marching near the couple when a black car seen in witness video turned into a crowd of protesters at 4th and Congress.
I was kind of looking forward and back over my shoulder, and while I was looking forward was when I heard the first shot.
He says when he looked back, he saw the driver of the car's arm sticking out of the window,
holding a handgun in his left hand, and I saw 2 or 3 rounds get fired and the flashes on the top of the slide into the crowd.
Sazanowski says he didn't see Foster fire his weapon. He recalls seeing the driver speed off before hearing 3 more shots.
I look back and we all kind of collectively see Garrett. We see Garrett on the ground in the middle of the road in like a fetal position with a pool of blood next to him, and I saw his face. I don't know how far away I was from Garrett. It felt like I was right there. He was just trying to hold on to his life.
Jacqueline Powell, KXAN News.
Well, Austin Mayor Steve Adler tweeted about last night's shooting, saying, quote, "Our city is shaken, and like so many in our community, I'm heartbroken and stunned." And we did speak with City Council member Kathy Tovo, who represents most of the downtown district, about the deadly shooting. Here's what she had to say.
We are going to do everything we can to really learn as much as possible as our police investigate further the situation and the events that led up to it, to be sure that this does not ever happen again in our community.
And she also spoke about a resolution sponsored by a council member Allison Alter, that put together a gun violence task force. Now, earlier this month, that task force presented some recommendations to the Public Safety Committee. It included funding a permanent office of violence prevention. A full-time director would also coordinate citywide gun violence prevention and intervention services. Another program would be modeled after an initiative in California that focuses on reaching out to the victims of gun violence.